radio playing, playing all the time. It never missed a note. It kept playing that sick dream. His mind was not hazy as it focused on what's coming from the radio. He's playing on the radio. He's playing on the radio. He's playing on the radio.
Good evening, and welcome to Live from the NSYNC Asylum. I'm your host, Paul Kitchen. It's June 16th. And I think it's been a few weeks since I've done a podcast. For the last few weeks, musically, I have been pretty much once a week doing a live from the NSYNC Asylum track, as a lot of us have been hanging out at home. And I'm going to share several of those tonight. Also, going way back to when I first started, it's not that far back, but when I first started doing the podcast, I would go look and see what tracks were trending on Spotify, Apple Music. And recently, on Spotify, my top track is a song written by Tony Joe White, Tunica Motel, which was off of my 2016 album, Wheelhouse. And Tony Joe White passed away in the fall of 2018, and it really kind of sent me back to when I first got into him. And I went through my record collection at that time, and there it was. I pulled out the 45 of Polk Salad Annie from 1969. So I was probably 11 years old at the time. And I dug that song. Now, later, I think Elvis covered it, and it might have been bigger for Elvis. I have no idea. But Tony Joe's music always kind of snuck up on you, and maybe you didn't even know. In the 80s, or 89, he was involved with the Tina Turner album, Foreign Affair, and one of the best songs on there was Steamy Windows, and that's a Tony Joe White song. There was one summer when I was going to the beach with my family, and back then it seemed like there was always one album in the summer that was the one that you wore out. And this summer that I'm thinking of was a Joe Cocker album, and the name of that album was Have a Little Faith, and it turns out that was the fall of 1994. And the leadoff track and my favorite tune from that album was Let the Healing Begin. Turns out, Tony Joe White song again. And then as the years wore on, I started really piling up a collection of Tony Joe White albums. Always great right to the end. And so anyway, the Wheelhouse album was intended to be tributes to people that had influenced me. And Tony Joe White was fantastic. So here we're going to start off tonight with Tunica Motel. Check it out.
And I knew I needed a change. Gonna head out on the highway, cruising way down south. I knew a little place where I could work it on out. fighting with myself. Gonna spend a little time at the Tunica Motel. Just outside of Memphis, Highway 61, sleepy little town down by the Mississippi River. I'm gonna lay out on a houseboat until my eye turn brown. Ain't gonna move till the evening sun goes down. Fried chicken to go, and they got live bait for sale. Anything you need, the Tunica Motel. Play it, Johnny. Myself at midnight, moving to the back porch blues. The guitar cries, telling me about the hard time. Something moves in the shadows, giving me a little chill. I thought I saw Robert Johnson walking down the field. Hardly anybody left who even knows the tale. Give me the blues at the Tunica Motel. Give me the blues at the Tunica Motel. Give me the blues at the Tunica Motel. Give me the blue. Give me the blue. John. John. Got the Tunica Motel. I'm at the Tunica Motel. I'm at the Tunica Motel.
You know, I worried about leaving that chomp chomp in there, but I figured a real Tony Joe White fan would get it, and it's in there. That's Tunica Motel from Wheelhouse 2016, tribute to Tony Joe White. Next up, like I said, I've done a few live from the Insync Asylums recently. It's been a long-running thing with me and conversations that, you know, wow, I should play live. I know I should play live. And, you know, as time worn on, here we are, it's 30-some years, I haven't played live. I haven't sung and played a song at the same time barely in 30 years. I usually overdub and multi-track, so it's been an interesting process for me to do it, but also been kind of fun. At the same time, over the last 6 months or so, my YouTube page has gotten converted to an official artist page, and once that happened, it converted it into a really kind of a fantastic site. I used to have a YouTube page, but all of my music that was released would show up on another YouTube page called Paul Kitchen Topic. And luckily, through my distributor, I was able to link that with my YouTube page, and all of a sudden they both combined, bang, and now it's the Paul Kitchen Music official artist page, and it brought in all my albums and everything that's released, plus all the stuff I have been contributing and uploading through the years. So it's gotten really good. The other thing that I'm not a real big YouTube user, but it finally has a few playlists of videos, and it's interesting if you were to pull up one of these things like on your TV and pull up YouTube and stream, on a big screen, and start one of these playlists, it'll go on for a long time, and it's almost like there's the live performance finally. So it's kind of cool. Every time I pick a song to do, it gives me a chance to try to bring it into the present just a little bit. And this tune right here is actually called The Present. And I wrote this song in the fall of 1981. And I'm looking at my website right now. I was 23 years old. And the collection of songs that I was working on at that time in 81 was called Metallic Scorn. Now there are, I'd say there's probably 2 or 3 different attempted versions of this. But the backing track for this one came from August of 1986. And as I've researched all my different mixes, mix downs, DATs, cassettes, and everything, I never finished this. So I actually, it's what I call a retread, where it was recorded to 8-track, half-inch tape, and I was able to bring that into Cubase and detect the tempo, and bang, then I'm able to start recording with it all over again. So I added drums and Strat and synth bass, but some of the stuff is from 1986 when I was about 28 years old. So check this out. This is recorded June 2nd of 2020, and this is The Present, live from the NSYNC Asylum.
There's a place deep inside you where anyone can go, but you're keeping it locked up tight. But you never know. You don't worry about the future. You don't worry about the past and what you're doing with your present. Well, I hope it don't last. In this world of empty faces, yours is just another one. Too weak to say you're afraid. Too strong to see the sun. See the sun. Ten years ago, I could not wait for the future. 62 years ago, well, I was 9. I'm here today, looking for an answer. All the thoughts drift slowly up to this shoreline, but you never know. You got a question for every answer. You got a bullet for every gun. I think love and peace just might make you run. Make you run. So much power at our feet, but we're only as strong as the weakest link. Tomorrow it could wash over you. Depends on what you decide to do. Rainbow colors should always shine. Certain words should open up your mind. Don't you worry about the future. Don't you worry about no past. Just make sure you worry about your present. First to make sure there's no last. Make sure there's no last. There's a place deep inside you where anyone can go, but you're keeping it locked up tight. But you never know. You never know. You never know. Present. The backing track for this, I pulled it up, and the vocal on there said 28 years ago. So the bass line on this was recorded 34 years ago. So I haven't sang this song in probably 34 years or close to it. The Present. Stay well. I left that little bit in there from the video. That was The Present, recorded June 2nd. You can view it on paulkitchen.com, Instagram, Facebook music page, and up on my YouTube page. Next up is going to be a song that has appeared on a couple of my albums. And the very first version of this that I'm... But first, a word from our sponsor. Thank you for listening to Live from the NSYNC Asylum, brought to you by Starfish Real Estate in Vero Beach, Florida, helping buyers and sellers 13 years now. Visit livinginvero.com for more info and visit paulkitchen.com for more music. That I'm going to share showed up in
1993 on the And We Dream album. And it's a song I wrote after the first Gulf War, during the first Gulf War. I guess that was Desert Storm, I think. And this is called You're Still My Baby Tonight. And, the country has been in quite an uproar here over a lot of protests and violence that is very clear as day, that the way it's broadcast, and you can see it, and there it is, a police officer murdering George Floyd, and other signs of racism. But that was somebody's kid that was lost, or somebody's brother. And this song, You're Still My Baby Tonight, is pretty much about losing a kid to war. And was also showed up again. I re-recorded it, I think it was totally re-recorded for a matter of time in 2000, 2001. This is You're Still My Baby Tonight from 1993.
I remember your eyes when I lay down to sleep, and my dreams are on fire, and hell is on my street and pounding at my door. Though I never changed that war, you're still my baby tonight, tonight. I ache deep inside with everyone around. This thing is breaking me. I'm acting like a clown when I see you and I hold you tight. Tell you everything is alright, 'cause you're still my baby tonight. I guess there was no choice. Our country took a stand, and you were next in line. Why you gone? No one understands. Something guides my hand and makes me write it down, but only time will tell if I can live this down. But life somehow goes on, and I write another song called You're Still My Baby Tonight. I hear that song and I sing it all night.
That's You're Still My Baby Tonight from the album And We Dream, 1993. I love that song. Next up is going to be another performance from my live from the NSYNC Asylum, and this is the most recent one. I just put this one up this past weekend, I think Sunday. I recorded it Saturday night, June 13th, and put it up on Sunday. And the process of doing these videos, there are some where I have to kind of really, in the editing, really work on them. But this one I did so quick, and I quite like it. It's pretty good. It's When You Tell Me You Love Me. Now this was the lead-off track for Blue Tattoo. My most recent album of original music came out in 2018. And in 2019, I released a stripped version of that tune. And it had a great album cover showing my beautiful wife in the olden days. I'm not sure what year that picture was taken of her, but I would think it's late 60s, 70 as well. And that was a stripped version where I took the Blue Tattoo version, stripped it down, removed a lot of the parts. Well, what I did for this is kind of went back to the stripped version and stripped that down some more. And just played with the drum loops a little bit at the end, and then just played live acoustic guitar and sang it. And then once again, I've never sang this song and played it through ever. Even though there's a couple versions of it out there, they were overdubbed and worked on bit by bit and cobbled together. Particularly the Blue Tattoo album, which was like a subconscious album. A lot of that stuff started as gibberish. By the time it became, final product, I had, tweaked and molded and manipulated the gibberish. So When You Tell Me You Love Me, this is, I think it's kind of a fascinating song, so I'd love to hear what you think about it. This is from June 13th, When You Tell Me You Love Me, live from the NSYNC Asylum.
How will I know? Will the wind just blow across the sky and blow me away? Or will I just go floating by in a blink of an eye as you drown me? How will I know? Could my heart even know? How will I go? Will my heart explode across the sky? And will you be near me? Or will it come from up on high? And will you even try to know me? How will I know? Will my heart just know? Tell me you love me. Tell me why. When you tell me you love me, tell me why. When you tell me you Tell me why. Tell me why. Why is it so that I'm so exposed and then I hide, and then I'm groundless? I see that it went by too fast. I am alone at last. It never was gonna last. How will I know? Will the wind just blow? When you tell me you love me, you tell me why. When you tell me you love me, you tell me why. When you tell me you love me, you tell me why. You tell me why. When you tell me you love me, tell me why. When you tell me you love me, tell me why. When you tell me you love me, tell me why. When you tell me you love me, tell me why. When you tell me you love me. Take 5.
That's When You Tell Me You Love Me, live from the NSYNC Asylum. And you can kind of hear me mumble take 5 at the end of that, and that's actually the truth. I did it 5 times in a row. And the first 3 were with my Gibson Melody Maker. I was trying to do it maybe with a little bit of a darker electric sound, and it just didn't feel right. And I said, I got to try to tailor, and that was much quicker, bang bang, and it sounded much better. So that's what I stuck with. Next up, I'm going to play a tune from my most recent album, and it's a song written by Jackie DeShannon. But first, a word from our sponsor. Thank you for listening to Live from the NSYNC Asylum, brought to you by Starfish Real Estate in Vero Beach, Florida, helping buyers and sellers 13 years now. Visit livinginvero.com for more info and visit paulkitchen.com for more music. And I have no idea when I first heard this song. It was probably way back on something like Shindig or Dick Clark or American Bandstand, or who knows where I heard it, but always liked this song, always liked Jackie DeShannon. I have some 45s of hers in my collection, like What the World Needs Now, Put a Little Love in Your Heart. She's very good, but a few years ago she did a covers album of herself, and she re-recorded a number of her older songs, including this one, and I really like that version of it. It's kind of slowed down, and that's kind of what this is. It's slowed down, even though mine's a little more electric. Hers really wasn't. Hers was more acoustic. But anyway, check this out. When You Walk in the Room from Magic Moon came out in 2019.
I can feel a glowing sensation taking place. I can hear the guitars playing lovely tunes. Every time that you walk in the room, I close my eyes for a second, pretend it's me you want. Meanwhile, I try to act so nonchalant. I feel a summer's night with a magic moon. Every time that you walk in the room, baby, it's a dream come true, standing right alongside of you. I wish I could show you how much I care, but I only have the nerve to stand. I can feel something pounding in my brain. Just any time that someone speaks your name, trumpet sounds and I hear the thunder boom, boom, boom. Every time that you walk in the room, every time that you walk in the room, when you walk in the room, when you walk in the room, when you walk in the room, every time, every time.
We're back. That's When You Walk in the Room from Magic Moon, written by Jackie DeShannon. She still sounds really good too. Check out her music, particularly the album, I think, When You Walk in the Room, from a few years back. Very good. We'll finish up tonight with the third installment from the live from the NSYNC Asylum. And I'm starting to call these, an additional stop on the No Rhyme or Reason tour, because there really is no rhyme or reason for this, but it is a good excuse to play and sing at the same time and revisit a song I haven't sung for a very long time, or like When You Tell Me You Love Me recently, a song I've never really sung and played guitar on before. So this song is Civilized Man, and I wrote this song in the summer of '87, and I was 29 years old then. And it was originally on a collection of songs called No Poetry Allowed, which remains one of my favorite albums. I'm not sure that I would ever release that, but some of the tracks from it are trickling out, or I might do them kind of this way. I think When I Fall Apart is on A Matter of Time, so that's out there. There's a number of good songs on that album that I like, but the first version, I think, of Civilized Man is from then, '87. And then there's another version on And We Dream from '93. The backing track for this one is from the '87 version. And like I said before, I pull these into Cubase, detect the tempo, and then I can overdub, remix it, whatever. I've also found it's kind of funny because I'm transferring the 8-track tape and sometimes playing along with it again. And I've noticed, wait a minute, I can't get in tune with this. And another thing that has to happen sometimes is I have to detune it or tune it up a little bit, tweak it just a hair. And luckily with the modern software, you can kind of look at a bass line and see that it's 0.17% flat or sharp or whatever. So I can kind of tweak it a little bit and then play along with it, and it's in tune. So this is Civilized Man. I recorded this on June the 6th. Very little remains from the 1987 version. A little bit of one keyboard track is still on there. What I did was I added drums, guitars, bass, backing vocals, and some keyboards. This is Civilized Man, live from the NSYNC Asylum. Check it out.
There's anger in the way the street lights glare. The smell of death in the air. There's always trouble brewing up somewhere. But the day that they're caught, that's the day they start to care. The blood on the earth screams in the moonlight. The sons of the lunatic out looking for a fight. Nowhere to run, no way to pay that price. If the fruit's in their garden, they're gonna take a bite. Man, civilized man, doing what he can. Civilized man. The oceans rise to the second floor condo. The Gulf Stream glows from here to Chernobyl. And his big fat head busting holes in the ozone. Ain't no gas in the car, sure ain't gonna walk home. The self-made man invests in deception. The short-term plans ruling out prevention. And the working man fires up a Winston. When they raise the earth, they're gonna build Armageddon. Man, civilized man, doing what he can. Civilized man, civilized man, civilized man, civilized man, civilized. Civilized man, yo.
And that's going to about do it for tonight. That was Civilized Man, recorded June the 6th. Another stop on the No Rhyme or Reason tour, and live from the NSYNC Asylum. I hope you all are taking care of yourself and staying safe. Be kind to each other and take care. Talk to you soon.
New boys stayed up at night, radio playing all the time. It never missed a note. It kept playing that sick dream. His mind was not hazy as it focused.
Thank you for listening to Live from the NSYNC Asylum, brought to you by Starfish Real Estate in Vero Beach, Florida, helping buyers and sellers for 11 years now. visit livinginvero.com for more info, and also visit paulkitchen.com for more music.